Welcome back to HIM Tutorials. We are doing microorganisms and the subtopic food preservation is going on. So today we are going to do the methods by which we can do the food preservation. We will discuss about that. So let's go for that. So before discussing that what is food preservation and what are the methods of it, I want to discuss with some important terms with you. One is solution and second one is the osmosis. So solution is something that which consists of two main parts, as one is solute and second one is solvent. Solute is in small quantity that is added in the solvent, and solvent is in large quantity, and in this solvent the solute is added in it. So if I consider an example, then water in glass can be taken as the solvent and sugar 1 teaspoon can be taken as the solute. So solute is small in quantity and solvent is large in quantity. So what I am doing, I am just adding sugar, 1 teaspoon of sugar into the water. So what will happen? Finally the sugar solution is formed. So I hope you understand that in solution there are two parts, solute and solvent, and at last we got the sugar solution which is having solute as sugar and solvent as water. Now next term is the osmosis. Osmosis means the movement of water molecules from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. Lower concentration and higher concentration means the movement of water from the higher content to the lower content. Means here the more water molecules are present, and in lower concentration the less water molecules are present. So the movement of water molecules from the higher concentration to the lower concentrations take place in the osmosis, and that is done with the help of semi-permeable membrane. So to support this fact, I would like to discuss with you a small activity. In this activity, I am going to take one beaker, and in this beaker I am going to put a membrane which is semi-permeable. This is the A side and this is the B side of the beaker. Now in between there is semi-permeable membrane. At one side I take sugar solution which is having higher concentration, and in second side I take sugar solution which is having low concentration. So here the concentrated solution is present, and here the dilute solution is present. Concentrated means it has higher water content. Concentrated means it has higher sugar content and less water. And dilute solution means the solution which has more water and less sugar. So now the osmosis will take place, and in osmosis we know that water molecules will move from higher concentration to lower. So here the water molecules have higher concentration and here the water molecules have lower concentration. So what will happen? The water will move from B part to A part through the semi-permeable membrane, and it will move up to that level when up to when the water content on both the parts will not be equal. To support this experiment, I would like to add one more thing here. For example, we take a beaker and in that beaker we take simple water first. In simple water, I put one resin. Resin means the kishmish which you eat in your home as a dry fruit. I am taking that one resin. When I put this resin into the water, by the morning, what will happen? If the osmosis process will go on, as inside the resin the water concentration is less and outside the beaker the water concentration is more. So what will happen? The water will move from the outside to the in of the resin and the size of resin increases. It swells up and having more concentration of water in it. Now I am going to put this resin in the next beaker, and in this beaker I am going to take the sugar solution. Now when I put this swollen resin into the sugar solution, then what will happen? As we know that in the osmosis the water will move from higher concentration to lower concentration. So outside in the sugar solution the concentration of water is low. So the water is having higher concentration inside the resin. The water will move from inside to the outside, and at last what we got? We got the resin that is in shrink form, small in size. Why small in size? Because the swollen resin has just lose the water, because it has higher concentration of water, so it lose the water from inside to outside, and as a result we got the resin which is shrink in size, small in size. So I hope you understand the process of the osmosis, that what is osmosis and what is solution. Now we'll move towards the method. The first method which we are going to discuss, that is food preservation by adding common salt. And when we add common salt into the food which we want to preserve, then that time osmosis will take place, as the salt, due to the salt, the concentration of water is higher inside the food, and that water will come out of that food, and the food will be preserved for the long time. It can be practiced with number of vegetables and number of fruits. Now second is the adding or preservation by the sugar. So again we have discussed this activity, that when we are going to preserve the food, we will put it into the sugar solution, and the sugar solution has what? So the sugar solution has higher concentration of sugar and low concentration of water. So the water from inside come outside and it will shrink in size. So it is also used to preserve many kinds of food, as it is used to make jellies, squashes, etc. Now the third method is the adding oil and vinegar, which is called as pickling. So what is happening here? Oil will not allow the air moisture to come in contact with the water, come in contact with the food, and due to which the microbes will not grow into the food. Similarly, the vinegar is having what? Vinegar is having acidic nature, so it will not allow the growth of microbes into the food. Now next method is the method of adding chemicals. And these chemicals are the artificial chemicals. So WHO and CDRI, that is Central Drug Research Institute has permitted only two chemicals. They are sodium benzoate and sodium metabisulfite. So only these two chemicals are permitted to add into the food, by which we can preserve the food for the long time. Much quantity must not be added, because if more quantity is added of these chemicals, then it will harm our body. Then the fifth method is the physical method. These are the chemical methods, and next method is the physical method, that is drying and dehydration. So what is happening here? In the presence of sunlight, or in the presence of heating, or with the help of smoking, we will need to preserve the food material for the long time, because by heat or by sun rays, extra amount of water will come out of the food material which we are going to preserve. Now next method is deep freezing. In the deep freezing, what is going on? As the food material is freezed up to very low temperature, that is up to -18°C, and here in -18°C, what is going on? The bacteria which can spoil the food, that bacteria is killed out, and the enzymes which that bacteria will secrete to grow in that medium, that also killed out by the help of the deep freezing, and it will inhibit the growth of that bacteria in it, and it will not lead to spoil our food. Now the next method is the very main method, and that is pasteurization. So this method is the method which is used to preserve very special kind of food, and that food can't be preserved by adding any chemical or by physical method. Can you guess that? So the answer to this question is that food material is milk. And this method of pasteurization is invented by Louis Pasteur. What is happening here in pasteurization? In pasteurization, the milk is boiled up to 15 to 20 seconds at 70°C. So it is such a high temperature, and immediately it would be chilled out. Then again it was heating, again it is chilled out. So this process repeated number of times, by which the bacteria and the microorganisms which are present in this milk, they will killed out, and we will preserve the milk for the long time. So these all are the methods by which we can preserve our food. I hope you understand that what is solution, how the osmosis process take place, and how this osmosis process is helping in preserving such type of many kind of food materials. So up to our next video, keep watching. Thank you so much.